I just feel like I used to be so hard on myself if I didn't get something done, but at the same time, balance is key. Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about balance because it can really be or feel hard to create balance in your life, especially when there are new changes or you have a new job or a new relationship or you want to try something new. Balance is going to be your best friend. And sometimes it's hard, sometimes you get thrown off, but having a routine in place that will help you get back into your routine is so important. And I think it really starts with like your morning routine. But I just wanted to go over a few things in regards to balance because I do get reached out to about how to create it and how to have it in your life, especially when you are trying something new or you want to get out of a certain state or place, either it be mentally or physically in your life, so that you can move into the next chapter of your life, more abundance and just feeling better and more in flow and control of your life. So I wanted to give you some tools and things that I've used in order to find balance with a crazy career as a stylist and also working, you know, being able to work different things, having different businesses, and just having balance in my personal life as well. So I wanted to give you guys some tools. If you have not yet subscribed, make sure that you click the link below, give me a thumbs up, let me know that this content is helpful. I see you guys. I appreciate your feedback, your comments, the vulnerability, all of that. I really appreciate it because it's really helping me too. It's helping me, one, understand what will help you. It's helping me show up better for you and answer the questions that you may have. And it's really making me feel good just knowing that I'm giving some good, valuable information that can help you along your journey, whatever you may be doing in your life. So we are going to be talking about balance and some of the keys and tools that I use to create balance in my life, especially if I get thrown off or if I just feel like, okay, I'm feeling a little funny, I need to get back into my flow. Like, here are some things that I use every day, monthly, every quarter in order to get back on track. I am a big believer in lists. Like, I create a list for anything. I create a list for my groceries. I create a list for the things I need to do for the day. I create a list for the things I need to do for the week. I create a list of the things I need to do around the house. I create lists. I love to plan and I love to have an idea of what is ahead of me so that I can stay on track of it and check it off. And so I use different tools to create my lists. I use a platform called Notion, but if I'm just on a whim just needing to create a list, I use notes in my phone. And what I'll do is I'll create 10 things, maybe 10 things that are really important to me that need to be done. So for example, if I was to create a list of household things that need to be done, whether it be getting groceries, cleaning the bathroom, cleaning the kitchen, cleaning my room, or whatever it is, I will create a list of those things. And maybe I need to go to the store and get some products in order to do that. Like, I'll create a list of those steps and then I'll number them according to what's most prioritized or what needs to be done first in order to do the next thing, or just what is just most important to be done. So I'll put them in order, and then I'll also make sure that whatever platform I'm using has a button that'll allow me to check those things off as I go. And I feel like having something that allows you to check things off, it like triggers your brain to be like, oh my God, I got this done. So having something where you can check off, boom, I just finished that, boom, I just finished this, it's going to get you in a flow of like, keep going, you know, like it's gonna heighten your I don't know if it's like your mental state, your momentum, but it will like literally pump you up to be like, oh, I just got that done, let me see what else I can get done. Or even if you've just gotten those 2 or 3 things done, whether it be the big things in the beginning or the little things, I would recommend doing the little things early in the day so that you can feel like you've gotten some things done off of your list. So yes, I make lists. Now, for those who are on my channel and are into fashion and how to create balance when it comes to setting up your photo shoots or how to reach out to people, the next one is going to be time blocking. Now, time blocking is great for anybody. Like, anybody can time block, and I think that it is great because it's another thing where it triggers your mind to make sure that you are focusing only on those things in that allotted time. So for example, say you had a 3-hour strategic time block where you are only focused on learning something. Maybe you're reading books, maybe you're watching a YouTube channel or videos that you can pick up a new skill in order to better advance what you're trying to do. So maybe you're watching those videos, maybe you're even reaching out to some people that you can collaborate with, but that 3 hours is literally going to be focused on that only. Put the distractions away, put your phone down, and maybe you just put on some vibed out music, some coffee music, where you can literally just sit there and focus for those 3 hours. Time blocking is great. At least have a 3-hour time block every week that you can put towards learning something, learning a new skill, or learning something that will help you get further in what it is that you really want to do. That is great. And then also having little time blocks as well. So maybe you have a few 4 to 5 hour time blocks, or maybe you're just planning. Maybe after you've created all your content in your first 3-hour strategic time block, now you have an hour of just editing a few videos that you can post and schedule. So these time blocks are great. And what I normally do when I'm creating mine is I'll look at my calendar for that quarter and I'll see, okay, maybe you have a 9 to 5. Maybe you have a 9 to 5 and you know that from 8:30 to 5:36, you are going to completely be focused on that, your job. And then you have some time in the morning, you have some time in the evening where you're like, maybe on Tuesday I can schedule 2 hours after work to do some editing or do some planning on what content I'm going to be creating. And then maybe on Saturday or Sunday morning, you have that 3 hours of you either creating that content, or you are either learning something new, or you are reaching out to some people that you can work with, or you're doing research on those people that you can contact, you can reach out to start working with or put a shoot together. Now, what about when you get thrown off because you got a boo, you got something new going on, or maybe something just pops up and you can't get it done. I just feel like I used to be so hard on myself if I didn't get something done, but at the same time, balance is key. There are other things that are important as well in your life, and as long as you are committed to what it is that you really want to do, you're committed to your family, your health, your mind, all of these things are very important in order for you to be successful in every area of your life. Everything goes hand in hand, everything connects. So having great relationships with whether it be your family or your loved ones, that also relates to your business. Having great relationships in your business, but also having balance there where you're able to allot time to that as well. Or your health, how you eat, working out, eating the right things to help stimulate your mind and give you the energy so that you can show up as your best self as well. And then even getting your hair, nails, all that stuff done too. Like, all of these things are important in balance. It's not just black and white, or it's not just, oh, I have to do this, oh, I can't do this, or oh my god, I'm putting too much time over here. It's just about finding the flow and balance that works best for you, and these tools are great ways to do that. And I think the most important thing that will keep you on track, or for me, is for sure knowing my why, knowing the reason why I'm showing up for myself in my business, in my relationships, and the things that I have going on in my life is because it means so much to me. It's my why. So for example, my business, I have a coaching program, I have a book, being a wardrobe stylist for over a decade, all the experiences, failures, which are really lessons, everything that I've learned along the way. I want to be able to share that because I never want anybody to feel the way that I felt, feeling alone and confused when it came to how to start or just how to get my foot in the door. So that is my why. My why is literally my heart, like my heart and my passion to help other people. So that is what keeps me showing up, like even on the days where I'm a little bit tired or I don't know exactly what I'm going to film or what I'm going to say. I feel like if I just sit here and I start flowing, the right things will come out, because I feel like for real, God is speaking through me. That is going to be the reason why I show up in my relationships. It's just having love and having good people in your life will keep you going too. In regards to the food I eat and working out, that is another thing that gives me energy to just be my best self, be healthy, feel good, look good, feel good in my clothes, all those things. Your skincare routine, all of these things are benefiting you, and that is key in balance, is making sure that you're taking care of yourself in every aspect of your life. And your why in taking care of yourself is because you really want to be the best version of yourself that you can be. Who doesn't want to feel good waking up every morning? And of course, it's not going to be every morning where you just feel like all the way put together, but having a morning routine or having some type of schedule or having a list or having things in place that you can follow along with is going to help you so that you don't feel lost. You don't feel like, what am I supposed to be doing? Just having, steps to take, having it organized, having it planned out is going to be your best friend. And having your time is the most important thing in your life. We have one life to live, and your time is so important, which is why you can't waste it on people who are not in flow with what you're doing. You can't, be in a position where your time is just being wasted. You have every opportunity and chance to create the life that you want to live, and your time is going to be what gets you there. Where you put your time, what you do in the time that you have, is going to be how you succeed, because you're the one creating that path. You're the one that's going to determine, okay, I got to sit down and I got to bust this out real quick. I got to read this chapter in this book. I need to shoot this content real quick. It's really only going to take me an hour. It's going to take me 30 minutes. Like, planning that out and knowing, like, I'm going to make sure I get this done. After, you're going to feel so good just because you're proud of yourself. You're proud that you got what you needed to get done. I mean, who don't feel good when you're proud of yourself? That is one of the best feelings in the world. It's like you keep trying to get more and more of that feeling. So making sure that, you have all that intact, your time, your organization, and your just life, and making sure that you feel good about the things you're doing, your why, is how you create the right balance in your life. All right, and another one is going to be, which kind of tied along with the other, which was making sure that your time is just most important, is saying no. A lot of times we say yes to so many things when we don't even want to say yes. Like, maybe somebody's asking you to go out somewhere and you really don't feel like it, but you're like, you feel guilty or something if you say no. Saying no is your best friend, because that comes along with time management and you determining where you're going to put your time. And saying no, I read this book, I think it was called Balance, actually. Yeah, the book was called Balance by Tori Roberts. I'll drop it below, because it literally will teach you more about balance. But it was saying, like, you need to say no 90% of the time and 10% yes. If you have that in mind and you are really saying no to 90% of the things that you're asked to do and 10% yes, you're really going to be able to realize the things that are important and the things that are not important. It's like, keeping that in the back of your mind is going to make you feel like, do I really want to do this? Is this supposed to be in that 10% yes, or is it supposed to be a no? Like, and also how you feel. Like, if somebody's asking you to do something you really don't feel like it, trust your intuition. I know a lot of times, if it would be like somebody asked me to go to a club or go to a certain place and I wasn't really feeling it, or maybe I knew some people was going to be there and I'm like, I don't really feel like that. I just trust my intuition now, but before I would be like, okay, go there and not have a good time. Like that video where the girl's like, I wanna go home, I wanna go home. Like, for real, that would be me. Saying no would have been so much better, because I wouldn't have felt like it. And now saying no, I feel better, because I'm like, yeah, this isn't what I want to do. I'm not going to do it, like, period. And I feel better doing that, because I know in my gut, in my heart, that is not something that's going to benefit me. It's not going to add any value to me. So I just say no. So really think about what the things are that you can actually really say no to, that you're saying yes to. And then another great tool is going to be checking in, whether it be every month, to see if the balance that you have is working for you, checking in every quarter to make sure that the flow and time that you've allotted on your calendar is working for you. Like really just checking in. If you feel like I'm not really feeling the schedule that I have right now, maybe I need to switch this day to another day, do that. Check in with yourself, because if it's not working, it's not going to continue to work. You need to find the balance that works best for you. You need to find the schedule that works best for you, and still make sure that you are showing up in the other areas of your life. So the last one is just checking in, like making sure that what you have created in your time, in your schedule, is going to be best, because you don't want to show up burnt out. You don't want to show up really not feeling it. You don't want to show up like, it's just not a good day, not a good mood. You want to make sure that when you're showing up, you're giving it your 100%, because it's important to you. It's something that you genuinely want to do, whatever it is. Just finding balance in your life, showing up for your family, showing up when you go out, going to brunch, meeting up with your mom, meeting up with your dad, meeting up with your sister, your friends, your cousin, whatever it is. You want to make sure that you show up there as well as your best self, and knowing that you knocked out the things that you needed to knock out in your life first, within you, at home, whatever it is, then you'll show up better everywhere else. So it starts with you. It starts with how you take care of yourself. It starts with how you think about the things that you need to do, and just making sure that you knock that off. Keep in mind your why. Keep in mind the reason why you're doing the things that you're doing. Keep in mind the reason why you're wanting to do other things and how it will benefit you. Think about your goals. What are the goals that you have? And you know that if you stick to this routine, if you stick to knocking out your to-do list, it's going to benefit you. Consistency is key. I always talk about consistency. I always talk about commitment, because those are the things that are going to help you further advance in everything you do. Because if you just start something and then you stop, it's no momentum. There's nothing. You're not giving. Like if you keep starting and stopping, I mean, you might as well just stop, because it's not going to help you at all. And that was one of the biggest things, I learned as well. It's like, if you're going to do something, stay on top of it, be committed to it. And that includes finding balance in your life. I hope that this video helps you guys a little bit when it comes to different tools and things that you can use to find balance in your life. And if you have not yet subscribed, make sure that you do so. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.